My name is Claire Hollis, and this is a personal story about forgiveness. And this is something that happened to me long time ago. I had two small boys at the time, and my husband met someone on the beach and decided to take off with her. And he left us all alone, and he took the money, he took the credit cards. I hadn't really worked in 10 years, so it was a very, very difficult time. And as time went on, actually he moved away to another state and did not pay any child support. And as time went on, the child support would have been about $35,000 by the time the boys were 18. And I was in church one Sunday morning, and there was a wave of the Holy Spirit in the church. It was just so amazing. And you could see it. You could see it as the Spirit of God would move, the people would move, and then everyone was on their knees praising the Lord. And I heard this small voice, and it said to me, when I'm on my knees praising the Lord, it said, "You forgave the man, but you never forgave the debt." And I knew exactly what that meant, because I had forgiven my husband, but I had not forgiven that money that he owed me. And so I go to his house to take the youngest boy for the weekend. He had moved back from California by this time, and I take my teenager over to spend the weekend with him. And he comes out to the car, and we mentioned to him that I want to forgive the debt. All child support to come, and I just wanted it all written off. And the guy, he stood there and he stared at me and he says, "Are you in complete agreement to do this?" And I shook my head yes, and he took 3 steps back, and when he did, he broke, and he started crying, and he said, "Wow, this is just like getting born again. You know, you get something you don't really deserve." And at that point, something broke in his spirit, because it was, I don't know how to explain it, except maybe it was like a string that was attached from me to him. And it was like a big pair of scissors came down and snipped that, because I'm free now. I don't have this bitterness toward him because of him not paying, and he's free. All this time he wasn't able to get a job or wasn't able to hold a job, and then after this happened, he cleaned up himself, he got a job, and the boys could be proud of him again. By this time they're playing basketball, and he comes to the games looking good. It was wonderful. So what I'm saying is, everybody doesn't need to give up their child support, but that is a small voice that I heard. And then about a week after this happened, I get a phone call. And he said, "I just want to thank you for what you've done." And he did that every day for like about 6 days. And then on the 7th day, he called me and he sang a song. He was a music major and he had a beautiful voice. And he sang, "Because of what you've done, I've come back to the Lord." So for me, that forgiveness was real important. Now, I don't want you to think you have to give up your child support, but I just want you to know that story that happened to me. If you would like to get in touch with us, we can be reached at www.livingfreeministries.us, or you can reach us by phone at 813 is the area code, 935-4673. Thank you. Have a Jesus-filled day.